welcome to another interesting video. I'm going to break down how I passed my FundedNext challenge. It's not just about me passing the challenge and you not being able to replicate the idea that I did. Strategy that I used to pass, which is an indicator-based strategy, is the one that I stream on my channel 24/7, because it's not just using indicator. It is a mind, some certain concepts, some certain confluences that is behind indicator-based strategy that makes it profitable. We will go on my desktop. I will show you the account, and at the same time, I will show you the indicator. And as I said, guys, practice this same thing. Are we ready? Let's get into it. Okay, so guys, here we are on my dashboard, and I will take you back to when everything started. As you guys can see, FundedNext account. First of all, how did I enter into the market? Probably that's what you guys want to know, right? The concept is simple. It was a selling market, okay? So we will start from there. We want to see a selling arrow. I'm taking you back to this date, all right? For you to know how profitable this indicator is, I've been eating money out of this indicator from here to here to here to here to here, like back to back. I've been eating money with this indicator, with the strategy that I deployed, that I have placed on the streaming service on my channel, 24/7 streaming service. What do we need to see? We need to see the 4-hour show a sell, okay? And we need to see the moment we see the 4-hour show a sell, guys, simultaneously or within, some fraction of minutes, you will see M15.2 will show sell, right? So this 28th that we see here, it was around this period, okay? So we were around here. It was somewhere around this area that we decided to jump into the market. The sell was already created. So I said, okay, then all that I need to do in the lower time frame is see another sell, okay? Now I'm not going to explain the in-depth logic behind the whole strategy. That one, I will leave it for when you guys purchase the indicator alongside with the strategy behind it, because there is more, all right? But just to give you a summary of it, I saw that the 4-hour has already shown a buy. The 4-hour, I saw that it has already shown the sell arrow, okay? Just like here, it has already shown the buy. You see that we don't see any sell arrow here. Good. That means all that we do is looking for buyers. In this case, we look for the buyers in the 15 minutes time frame. Here, I saw the sell arrow has already created, right? And it was around this day. So I said, okay, then let me drop down into the 15 minutes time frame, which was on the 28th. Here we are, right? Arrow came out. Do you understand me? So I pressed sell. Did I just jump into the market like that? No. The idea is this. When you see the arrow, you have to wait for all of these guys. Do you see these guys here? You have to wait for all of them to turn into the direction of this arrow, or at least the majority of them. I'm saying that when you see a huge number of them turn into the same direction of the sell, and you see that maybe it is left with only 2 or 1 or 3, max 3 that is pointing in the buy direction, then you can jump into the market. That is what I did. I waited. I saw that all of them have turned into the direction of the sell. So what did I do? I came on my account, my FundedNext account, all right, and I pressed sell. For some reason, and I've said this in my previous video, for some reason, I was afraid. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not here to lie to you guys. I was afraid when the market was reversing. So I closed and I took a profit of 1, okay? So I was risking 1% and I took a profit of 1. Now, interesting thing about this account here, you see, this account is that it was already in negative. I was in negative $14,100. Yes, because I was testing a certain type of robot that I'm trying to deploy. I was testing that strategy on this account. So it took it totally to negative. So I paused it. When I decided to use this indicator strategy on the account, it began to move the account from negative to positive, and from positive to passing the challenge, the first phase, and after passing the first phase, we use the same thing to pass the second phase as well. Okay, so let's keep moving. So as I told you guys, I entered in here, I entered into the market here. I saw the market reversing. For some reason, I was afraid. So I ended up closing it myself. The moment I closed it, as you guys can see, I entered in here, the market reversed all the way here. So I ended up closing. The moment I closed it, a sell arrow came in, and look, imagine at the time, if I stuck in a trade here and here and here, ignoring these ones. Guys, that is what you have to do, okay? When the H4 is showing sell, the 15 minutes in certain areas, it begins to show you buy. Ignore the buy. Yes, it will move the market quite a bit sometimes, all right? Almost to the point of even letting you lose all your profit, because the idea of this strategy is we set only stop loss. We don't set take profits, all right? I'm not going into details. All the strategy is written on the streaming channel, okay? The 24-hour streaming channel. So you can go there, read it for yourself. If you don't understand anything, I don't want to make this video long. So if you don't understand anything, you can reach out to me on Instagram and I'll be more than glad to help you out, all right? Good. So let's proceed. Imagine if I stuck in sell, sell, sell. And guys, I was seeing all of this thing on runtime. I would have been making money with this position where I started from, this position and this position, which I deployed that same thing. I will show you. Just be patient with me, okay? Before you start trolling at me or, descending on me, all right? I do what I preach. This time around, I miss it. But I'll show you why I deployed it, okay? It's all registered on the account. Imagine if I entered in sell, sell, sell. All of this, by then, at this point, I would have been making a lot of money, all right? Even with just this and that, I would have passed the first challenge. Because I was just risking 1%. As a matter of fact, it's a 15K account. So I was just risking 100%, which wasn't really the 1%, because the 1% is 150, all right? Anyway, that's besides the point. So you guys risk how much you want to risk on the account, all right? That's up to you. Now, guys, is this a holy grail? No, because in the forex trading industry, there's nothing as such as a holy grail. Why am I saying that? Because if someone sells you a strategy, manual strategy, or they sell to you an indicator-based strategy, okay, or they sell to you a robot, a profitable robot, guys, what you need to understand is these retailers' ideas, we the retailers, our ideas that we deployed is not the market. We do it based on some studies that we do, that they've shown some level of profitability. So based on that, we deploy these strategies. But that doesn't mean that as profitable as it is everything that tells you everything about the market. No, it's a total lie. There is nothing as such as a holy grail in this trading industry. Question is, did I make some loss? Yes, of course. I made some loss. I will show you everything. But did I make profits? Boy, I made a lot of profit. You will see it for yourself, all right? So let's keep moving, all right? The market came down all of this day and it ended on 1st May, okay? On 1st May, we began to see a buy arrow both on M15 and on H4. So that means I should stop looking for sellers. So here we are back on the FundedNext account. So I lost this trade, okay? I don't enter anymore. You guys will be like, okay, so what about these other trades? It was the same robots that I told you, because guys, I'm a robotic trader as well, okay? As you guys can see down here, I have a bunch of robots running down there, all right? So I'm a robotic trader as well. It was a robot that I created and I was like, I wanted to see it on a FundedNext account. So I placed it there, and unfortunately, as profitable it is, at the time it was losing. So anyway, don't look at it, all right? So this time down here, I didn't trade anymore. Let me show you the history. So let's take a date like the 30th of April, this trade here. Let me show you the trade that the robots took. Do you see that here there is a magic number? That tells you that that is a robot. You understand me? Now let's go on the 30th. It was a buy. Good. You see? Good. We got it. Do you see that it's a robot? You see? So that's why I'm saying that, guys, ignore what are some of the gold trades. Okay? Back to subject. Let's focus on what we are doing here. Okay, so I didn't trade anymore till we get to 1st May. All right, now here is it. This trade here, I took it because the indicator showed me to buy both on the 15 minutes time frame and on the H4. So I jumped in with a buy and it took me out. Okay, and I jumped in with a buy again and that is where the market begins to go in our favor, all right, which is this buy you see here, all right. The second buy that I entered in is the buy you see over here, all right. From that moment on, as you guys can see, here is the H4. So we are in this sequence of buy, all right. So at this point, it showed me buy and I begin to buy, okay. So when the market went into my favor, 2 times the amount that I was risking, I moved my stop loss from negative to break even, all right. And guess what? The market came all the way down. Funny enough, the moment it hit it, it showed a buy arrow again. Here we are, all right, on the second. You see here, on the second as well. So it took me out, and the moment it took me out, it showed a buy arrow. So what happened? I jumped in on that buy. Imagine if I didn't jump in on that buy. Now we are on the indicator. Imagine if I didn't jump in on that buy. Do you see how much I would have lost? How much opportunity I would have missed? You see, because when I jumped in on this buy, I stay in all the way here. And do you know how much pips is that? That is 20,000 pips, 20,112 pips. Guys, you can see it here on the FundedNext account. I jumped in with the buy and see, it came all the way here. The market took me all the way here. But it was around midnight. Anyway, I'm not here to tell you all the details. Anyway, long story short, I exit here. All right, good. So do you see the profit that I made? Now with this profit here, guess what? I've been able to recover all the loss that I took. And I've been able to bring my account back into profit. It doesn't stop there. Let's keep moving. Do you see here? This is the area where I began to stack in more position. 1, 2, 3. So do you guys see now? I told you that it is possible to stack in more positions. So you see that I deployed it. Now, let's come on the indicator. So on the indicator here is where I was taken out from the buy trade. I closed it. Not I was taken out. I closed it. And the understanding behind how you should close it, it's all on the streaming channel, okay? The 24-hour streaming channel, so you can go and watch that. I closed it and I entered into the trade here. And I set my stop loss. Remember, we don't set take profits. I set my stop loss. The market came here, showed buy. I ignore it. Came here, came down again, showed buy. I ignore it. This sell, I didn't see it, so I didn't trade it. And it came down again and it showed buy. I ignore it. And it came here and it showed sell again. What did I do? Double the position. Why am I doing this? Because at this point now, the H4 is showing a sell trend. Are you getting the picture? So we are doing this based on confluences. We are not just doing some random, oh, it's a buy. Oh, let me buy. Oh, it's a sell. Let me sell on some maybe one time frame. No. It's a combination of a robust amount of time frames together with the whole logic that I explained to you, all right? For not to make this video too long, I won't every time be repeating everything, precisely and stuff like that. You understand me? Because as I told you, the strategy is well documented on the streaming channel. So here was showing sell. So my focus was on sell. So here I jumped in the first position, as you guys can see over there, and I jumped in on the second position, as you guys can see here, and the market came down and came here up, but I didn't see this signal. So that is why I didn't jump in. Just the same way that I didn't see this one and the same way that I didn't see this one. Now let me say something. If I saw this one and I jumped in, guys, truth be told, probably I would have been taken out. Probably, I'm just saying probably, because at the time I didn't enter in. But I'm just saying, maybe I would have been taken out because of how the market reversed. But if you guys are afraid of losing, then you will never win. Because look, imagine if I was afraid, okay? Imagine if I jumped in here and the market took me out and now I was afraid to jump in with a sell. Bro, I would have missed all these opportunities coming back on my account. I would have missed this opportunity and this opportunity. Do you understand me? And if I saw this opportunity here, the one that I said I'm missing, if I saw it, guess what, guys? I would have jumped into it again. So meaning here, I would have jumped into another sell opportunity. I would have jumped into another sell trade again. You guys get me? So let's fast track everything. Long story short, I did it. Sell, sell, sell. You guys can see, and boom, I took my profit here. Guess what? Even when I took my profit, the market dropped down again, and it dropped down again. But anyway, that's another day's story. I came out because at that point, I began to see a buy arrow on the M15 and H4. All right. So that's why I came out. Okay. So I began to see this arrow here. All right. I think, oh, yeah. Sorry. My bad, guys. It's not that I saw an arrow anywhere. No, please. Let's be cool. Let me document it very well. I closed this trade because at the time I have reached my profits with the challenge. Now, guys, if you reach your profits, why is it that you have to keep the trade running in profits? What do you have to prove? I mean, they are telling you reach this target and reach the next target. When you get there, we give you a funded account. Why do you have to leave it running? It makes no kind of sense. So when I reach my profit target, I closed all my trades. You guys can see my phone is covering it. I'm recording with my phone, so it's covering it. It should be down where somewhere in this area. I think it should be this one. This trade here. You see? 1, yes. It should be this trade here. 1, 2, 3. You see? So I closed them. All right. They were all sell. Yes. So these last trades. So I closed them and that was it. All right. I passed the first phase. All right. Now let's move on the second account. Here is the second account, and here is all the trades documented. You see? Now do a math for yourself. Look at the loss here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Even with these 2 trades, 1, 2 trades, you see I've recovered all my loss. You see? Now, this one and this one, it's all profits. It's all money that is coming in my pocket. Do you understand me? All by just following the indicator. So, question is, will you lose? Yes, you will lose sometimes, but you have to look at the profits. It all started here. I jumped in back again here on the 15 minutes time frame. I saw another sell opportunity. So you guys can now see that, you know, I was going to mislead you guys when I said that then I saw a buy arrow. No, in reality, I closed the trade because my profits have reached the end of the challenge. So I entered in here because it showed a sell arrow for me again. All right. So here we are again. So I saw a sell. Okay. So I took the sell trade. As you can see the arrow here, which date is that? Just to be on point. On the 13th of May. So you guys can see I'm not faking anything. I'm being as transparent as I can with you guys. So it's all on the channel, all right? So I went in with a sell here. And let me just put this one through. If you guys, in case you don't understand anything or you want some different strategy and you want me to assist you, even in terms of being a mentor, guide you with the mind frame that I use, the psychology that I use every time that I'm passing a strategy, a challenge, and using it to trade on my real account, what I do, and you want me to help you, guide you in terms of being a mentor, help you to fast track your trading journey, you can reach out to me on Instagram, okay? Now, let's keep moving. So I saw a sell, here is it, and I entered in and I got out on the next day, all right, which was the 14th, okay? Then I think this one, we jump out because here we begin to see the buy arrow, okay? Good. The buy begin to show to us. So here I jump out because yes, I began to see the buy arrows. Good. I remember now it's not showing anymore because when you refresh it, it erases everything, which is not something that I'm doing on the 24 service account. All right. I want you to see everything transparent. All right. So it began to show me the buy direction. Okay. So this is it. It was around the 14th. All right. So as you guys can see on the H4, here we are on the H4, you see on the 14th, the buy arrow showed here. So the market dropped down just a little bit in this area, and from there, everything was all buy. You see, till the current date. I entered in with the first buy, the market took me out, and I waited for the optimal moment to enter in again with another buy, which is the same confluence I told you. Wait for a buy signal. Once you see the buy signal, then you wait for the mass arrow. Do you see how it is right now? Do you see that a lot of them are green? Just only 2 are red. You see, this is when you can enter. All right. So I waited for this confirmation and I entered in again with a buy. Look, the rest is history. The market moved from there all the way up that day. It dropped. I took my profit, and guess what? At this point, it showed a buy arrow again. All right. And I went in with a buy. Okay. What was I doing? Now here I was compounding profits. All right. It goes, see the buy arrow, I see the sell arrow, then I take my profit so that I can finish the challenge quick. So that was the strategy that I was basically deploying in this phase. All right. So it came here, showed me a buy, went in, and I took my profit. And I took my profit, as you can see, showed me a buy, went in, took my profit. Then I waited for another buy signal again, which is here on this date. Okay, which is here on this date. All right. Did we take a loss? No, we didn't take a loss here because I think this one showed it came later. So it showed me this buy. I waited for the confluence, and it took me all the way up. All right. Yes, this is why I ended my challenge, and this is how I passed my challenge, because as you can see, from this day on, I didn't take no more trade. I closed it here, not because I was afraid or because I saw anything, because you see, when we come on the indicator, there's no buy sell arrow. And I remember that day very well. It was around midnight, and I just wanted to close the profit and end this challenge. You understand me? Yeah. So guys, long story short, okay, this is how I passed my profit challenge. First phase, second phase, you guys have seen everything well documented. Now let me take you to FundedNext and show you that I really passed the challenge. Guys, you see here we are. They are saying that I should complete the KYC process, and you are only eligible to do it when you pass the challenge. If you don't pass the FundedNext, they don't send you that. So you can already tell that I passed the challenge, right? Inactive accounts. I've not done the KYC. So definitely they won't. You see that they are asking me to do it to do it here. So definitely they won't show me the certificates. When I have the certificates, I will show you guys at the end of the video, right? So let's try and click here and let's see what's next. Okay, you see, congratulations, you are now eligible and all those kind of things. All right. So if you want me to help you to fast track your trading journey, or if you need one of my strategies and things like that, just reach out to me on Instagram. And I'm just keeping names and stuff like that, so that when all my product is out, or if there's a way that I can pass it to you, I'll just give it out to you. All right. So guys, that is that for now. And thank you very much for your time. And I will see you in the next video. Stay blessed.